Let me ask you something honest. That first cup of coffee you reach for each morning, and I know we're all thinking about the same ritual here. Does it still give you that spark it used to, or has it become just another habit, something you barely notice anymore? Well, I'm Dr. Fatima, urologist and pelvic health specialist, and if you're navigating questions or concerns about your urological wellness, I want you to stay with me. We're here to help you understand your body with clarity, compassion, and real solutions that make sense for your life. What if I told you that your morning coffee routine, that same cup you're already enjoying, could become something more powerful? Not through expensive supplements or complicated protocols, but by adding a few simple, natural ingredients that support blood flow, hormone balance, and sustained energy throughout your day. Even those reliable morning responses that might have been fading over the years. I've dedicated my professional life to helping men navigate the often frustrating and confusing landscape of aging and performance. I've heard the concerns, witnessed the struggles, and worked alongside thousands of men facing these exact challenges. And here's what I've learned. Sometimes the most transformative solutions aren't hidden behind prescription pads. They're sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet, waiting for you to discover them. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple additions you can make to your coffee. These aren't internet rumors or empty promises. Everything I'm sharing with you is supported by peer-reviewed medical research, and more importantly, these are approaches that real people have used successfully to restore their vitality, energy, and confidence. Before we dive in, I'd appreciate if you'd do me a favor. You're here because you're looking for genuine answers, so please hit that subscribe button right now. It helps this important information reach more people who need it. And drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love seeing how far our community reaches. Understanding your body and coffee's role. Let me be completely honest with you. I love coffee. It's a powerful start for your heart and cardiovascular system. It awakens your mind and provides that mental edge that's hard to deny. But here's the uncomfortable truth about plain black coffee when you're over 50. It's essentially a rise and crash machine. You get that big initial surge, your heart races a bit, your brain lights up, and for a moment, everything feels sharp. But then comes the inevitable decline. You're reaching for that second cup by mid-morning, battling through the dreaded afternoon fog, trying to push past that exhausting mental haze. From a biological standpoint, while caffeine acts as a temporary vasoconstrictor, meaning it briefly tightens your blood vessels before giving you that short-lived boost, it doesn't actually address the deeper, age-related issues that truly matter for male performance and vitality. Your testosterone levels are gradually but steadily declining. Your blood vessels are becoming stiffer and less flexible, a condition we call endothelial dysfunction. And your body's natural production of nitric oxide, the master key to healthy blood flow and circulation, is dropping rapidly. That quick caffeine hit, it's like placing a small bandage over a large open wound, temporary, superficial, masking the real problem underneath. What we need to do is stop using coffee merely as a simple stimulant and start using it as a delivery vehicle to bring premium fuel to your body, the kind of support your system actually needs right now. Think about it this way. Your body after 50 is like a classic high-performance engine. You wouldn't pour cheap, regular gasoline into a vintage sports car, would you? Of course not. You need premium fuel. And the beautiful part is that you can transform your coffee routine into a simple daily act of proactive self-care, using ingredients you can find at any ordinary supermarket. This is about working smarter, not harder, optimizing what you're already doing. I want you to understand how serious what we're discussing really is. Throughout my professional practice, I've had deep, honest conversations with men from every walk of life. Executives, truck drivers, teachers, grandfathers. Every man I've met agrees. The loss of consistent performance, declining energy, the disappearance of that spark, it takes a profound toll on a man's self-esteem, confidence, and emotional connection to his own vitality. This isn't just a physical problem, it's an emotional issue. It's a quality of life issue. Many pharmaceutical options come with costly side effects and only treat the symptom, not the root cause. My mission isn't to replace medication. My mission is to help you enhance your body's own remarkable potential. These 5 coffee additions are built on a strategy I call vascular power. They target blood flow, hormonal support, and cellular health. They empower your body to do what it already knows how to do. just with a little natural, focused fuel from your own kitchen. So let's transform that cup of coffee into your daily power source. The 5 essential coffee additions. Number 5, the spice rack regulator, cinnamon. I'm not talking about dumping half a jar of the stuff you sprinkle on toast. We're talking about a quarter to half a teaspoon at most. And not all cinnamon is created equal. Here's an important distinction. You want to try to find Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes labeled as true cinnamon, not the more common cassia cinnamon you typically find at the supermarket. Why does this matter? Cassia contains high levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be hard on your liver if consumed daily. Ceylon is gentler and just as powerful. The biological explanation, blood sugar regulation. Cinnamon is a remarkable natural blood sugar stabilizer. Research shows it can significantly reduce fasting blood sugar levels. Why does this matter for male performance? High fluctuating blood sugar, even if you're not diabetic, is like sandpaper scraping against your arteries. It causes a process called glycation, where sugar literally sticks to and damages the tiny microscopic blood vessels smaller than a human hair, that are the first and most important in delivering blood flow to the critical areas. The polyphenols found in cinnamon smooth all of this out. They keep your sugar levels stable, which means less damage to your arteries and better, more consistent blood flow where it counts. The emotional impact. Steady energy. Regular coffee gives you a jittery spike. Cinnamon slows the absorption of caffeine slightly and delivers more balanced, sustained energy throughout the day. People tell me they feel less anxious, no jitters, and they're not desperately reaching for that second cup. It stabilizes your energy, and that stability translates directly into calmer, more confident behavior. The practical application. Taste and tradition. It makes your coffee taste like a comforting, sophisticated beverage you'd pay $7 for at a cafe. Cinnamon has been blended with coffee for centuries in Mexican and Middle Eastern cultures. They discovered these benefits long before we had fancy laboratories proving them. Number 4, the natural nitric oxide booster, unsweetened cocoa powder. Forget sugary hot chocolate mixes. We're talking about pure, dark, unsweetened cocoa powder. The kind that's so rich it's almost black. Just 1 teaspoon stirred into your cup. You might be surprised at how much this simple addition can do. Why? Cocoa is a powerful flavonoid warehouse, especially loaded with compounds called epicatechin and catechin. The biological explanation, the master key. These flavonoids do something critically important. They directly boost your body's production of nitric oxide. I cannot overstate the importance of this. Listen carefully. Nitric oxide is the master key to healthy circulation. It's the signaling molecule that tells the smooth muscle tissue in your blood vessels to relax completely and open to their fullest capacity. This creates a massive surge of blood flow. One study in the Journal of Hypertension showed that men who consumed cocoa daily had improvements in blood flow comparable to certain medications, without the unpleasant side effects. We're talking about a measurable 30% improvement in how wide the arteries can open. The emotional impact, mood and focus. Cocoa contains natural compounds like anandamide, often called the bliss molecule, the same chemical your body produces when you're falling in love, and phenylethylamine, a natural mood enhancer. You're not just supporting your body, you're literally helping your brain get into the game. Half of performance is mental health. The practical application, sugar-free mocha. This transforms your regular coffee into a delicious, sugar-free, guilt-free mocha. If you find pure cocoa too bitter, add a tiny pinch of a natural, non-sugar sweetener like stevia or monk fruit. Remember, don't use sweetened hot chocolate mix. It defeats the entire purpose because it spikes your blood sugar. Number 3, the Andean adaptogen, maca powder. This one might seem a bit unfamiliar, but stay with me. Maca root has been a staple in the high Andes mountains of Peru for thousands of years. They call it a natural vitality enhancer there, and it's not some quick fix at all. It works sustainably over time. What makes maca unique? It grows at 14,000 feet in harsh conditions, which makes the root incredibly resilient and nutrient dense. It's loaded with 19 amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. The biological explanation, hormonal support. Maca is an adaptogen, which means it helps your body adapt to stress and maintain hormonal balance. And here's what's important. It doesn't add hormones to your body. Instead, it helps your body make more of its own hormones naturally. It appears to work on the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, the master controllers of your entire hormonal system. A 2009 study found that men who took 2 to 4 grams, about 1 teaspoon, daily for 12 weeks, reported significant improvements in desire and overall vitality. And because it supports your body's natural production, the effects build slowly and sustainably over time, not in a sudden burst. The emotional impact. The lights came back on. The effect men notice most isn't an immediate physical change. It's a deep feeling of clarity, focus, and renewed drive. One of my patients, a 54-year-old teacher, told me it was like someone turned the lights back on. Everything felt clearer, and he had a renewed desire for life. That particular restored sense of dignity is priceless. The practical application, flavor and type. Maca adds a slightly nutty flavor, almost like butterscotch or malted milk, to your coffee. Definitely unique, but most people get used to it quickly. Pro tip: yellow maca is the mildest and usually best for beginners. Black maca is generally considered the best for energy and peak endurance. Start with just half a teaspoon and gradually increase over a week. Number 2, the essential hormone building block, coconut oil or MCT oil. I know what you're thinking, oil in coffee. Yes, and this is a game changer. When you blend 1 teaspoon of coconut oil into your hot coffee, it creates a creamy, rich beverage that keeps you feeling full and energized for hours. The science here is simple and important. The biological explanation. Testosterone raw materials. Testosterone is made from cholesterol and fats. If you've spent years on a low-fat diet, you may have been unintentionally starving your body of the essential building blocks it needs to make hormones. Coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. Unlike other fats, MCTs are rapidly processed by the liver and immediately converted into energy, like premium jet fuel for your body. One study found that men who consumed MCTs had measurably higher testosterone levels than those who consumed other types of fats. It's feeding your body the good fats it needs to produce more of its own precious testosterone. The emotional impact. Sustained clarity. This is the secret behind the trendy, bulletproof coffee. The fat content significantly slows caffeine absorption. Instead of that chaotic spike and crash, you get a steady, gentle release of energy and incredible mental clarity for hours. No brain fog at 10 in the morning, no desperate craving for an energy snack. This sustained power provides a sense of control and mental sharpness that directly boosts confidence. The practical application. The texture trick. You must blend it. If you just stir it, it leaves an unattractive oil slick on top. Use a small electric frother, immersion blender, or shake it vigorously in a mason jar for 30 seconds. The result is a creamy, latte-like texture that tastes amazing and keeps you full until lunch. Warning: if you have digestive issues, start with half a teaspoon. Your system needs time to adapt to digesting this amount of fat in the morning. Number 1. Rocket fuel for your circulation. Ginger. The final ingredient, and possibly the most underappreciated, whether you use a thin slice of freshly grated ginger or a quarter teaspoon of the powdered version, this is rocket fuel for your circulation and testosterone. Gingerol and shogaol, the active compounds in ginger, are powerful anti-inflammatories and effective vasodilators. They open up blood vessels. The biological explanation, the testicular shield. This is the truly remarkable part. Research suggests that ginger can actually increase testosterone levels by protecting your testicles from something called oxidative stress. Think about it. Your testicles are under constant attack from heat, prolonged sitting, stress, and normal metabolic byproducts. They need to be a few degrees cooler than the rest of your body to function optimally. Ginger helps protect these vital production centers. A 2012 study showed a notable 17.76% increase in testosterone after men took daily ginger supplements for 3 months. Researchers believe it works by increasing luteinizing hormone, which signals the testicles to produce more testosterone. The emotional impact. Warm awakening. Ginger doesn't just wake you up, it wakes up your entire system. It adds a warm, spicy, invigorating kick to your coffee, like the difference between a gentle alarm and a fire alarm. It gets your whole system moving without the shock. This feeling of warmth and vitality signals physical and mental readiness. The practical application. The warning: a quarter teaspoon of powder is enough, or a thin slice of fresh ginger. Fair warning: ginger can be strong on some sensitive stomachs, so start small and make sure you take it with food. It can also thin the blood slightly, so if you're on prescribed blood thinners, please talk to your doctor before adding ginger to your daily routine. Practical implementation and getting started. Now you're probably thinking, am I supposed to turn my kitchen into a mad scientist's laboratory every morning? Does this sound exhausting? Absolutely not. The goal is enhancement, not complication. The key to making these habits sustainable is simplicity and consistency. The lazy man starting plan, the 5-second fix. The beginner combo. Purchase the 3 easiest and longest lasting ingredients: Ceylon cinnamon powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, and maca powder. The preparation. Mix equal parts of these 3 powders in a small jar or container. Keep it right next to your coffee machine or kettle. The execution. Every morning, take 1 level teaspoon of this pre-mixed blend directly into your coffee cup before you pour your coffee. Stir it up, done. You're getting 3 major benefits in a 5-second routine. You don't need all 5 ingredients on day 1. Your body needs time to adapt, respond, and truly benefit. Start small. Don't expect overnight miracles. Choose 1 ingredient and give it time. I recommend starting with cinnamon because it's easy and universally acceptable. Commit to adding it every morning for 30 days. Then keep a journal. Use a note on your phone or a simple paper on the fridge. Every day, rate your energy level from 1 to 10. Note anything unusual: mood, focus, exercise performance, and yes, morning responses. I'm betting you'll notice a difference significant enough that you'll want to continue. Guys, please hear me when I say this. If you're struggling with energy, with performance, or just with the feeling that your powerful, vital self is slipping away, you are not alone. This is a natural part of the aging process. It has a name. It's normal. The media and advertising want you to believe that if you're over 50, your only options are expensive, complicated, or surgical. That's simply not true. What we've talked about today isn't about a quick, temporary fix. It's about honoring your body with the nutrients it needs to thrive in this new chapter of your life. It's about reclaiming control. It's about respecting the powerful machine that has carried you through decades of living. These are small, simple changes that empower your biology. You don't need a doctor's visit. It won't cost a fortune. And it integrates seamlessly into a habit you already have. You deserve to feel energized, confident, and vital. You deserve to walk through life with your head held high, full of dignity and self-assurance. Aging is a journey, not a destination of decline. Your morning coffee doesn't have to be just a simple habit. It can be a purposeful daily act of reclaiming your vitality. These 5 additions, cinnamon, cocoa, maca, coconut oil, and ginger, are your natural allies in the battle against age-related decline. They're backed by science, supported by tradition, and proven by real people in real practice. At the end of the day, you have the power to experiment. Don't underestimate your body. It's still capable of remarkable performance. Sometimes it just needs a little concentrated, natural fuel from your kitchen cabinet. So tomorrow morning, when you're preparing your coffee, remember this conversation. Remember that you're actively choosing to improve your day, your body, and your confidence with 1 simple addition to your cup. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 ingredients you're going to try first in your 30-day experiment. Your choice might inspire another man who's hesitating. If this information helped you, if it gave you hope, please hit that subscribe button. I share new health and wellness strategies and honest talk for older men every week. No judgment, no embarrassment, just practical approaches that actually work. Share this video with 1 friend you know could benefit. Sometimes the best thing you can do for a friend is give them information that could genuinely change their daily life. Until next time, this is your reminder that small changes lead to big results. Stay strong, gentlemen. Take care of yourselves, because you're worth it.